Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Devlog 1. So I'm going to be showing my progress on OpenWorldFramework. This is a project I have been designing to help developers build open world games easily. So this is actually a set of plugins. So as you can see, mission system and a world system are currently there, but I haven't started progress on world management system. So I have been designing the mission system. So let's have a deep dive into the mission system and how it works. So if you start, I have actually been designing a sample mission called cube mission. So you can see the level here. So the player has to collect these blue cubes while avoiding the red cubes. Okay, that makes sense. So let's see behind the project. So this file is known as the mission data. So all the data related to a mission goes into this file. So let's open it up. So as you can see, this is a nice little graph. It has a start node and many other nodes, which I'll be explaining in a bit. But first, let's look at the mission properties. So we have the display name, which will be shown to the user, and a description, long description. So these three fields are shown to the user, so we should be careful while filling it out. And then we have the mission type, main mission, side mission, dynamic mission, contract mission, which we'll be exploring in the future videos when we actually implement per type logic of that mission. And then we have a prerequisites, like if we consider any games like GTA 5, etc. So in order to complete a mission, start a mission, we need to complete a few missions before that. It could be a main mission or a few side missions, etc. So this array is used for counting, or keeping track of what missions to be completed in order for this mission to trigger. And then we have rewards that have yet to be done and a hash time limit. So if we enable the time limit, then we can see this field has been enabled. We can set the mission time actually. So this is in seconds. So I'm going to disable it for now. And then this is the main core logic of this mission system, or the principles. So what I have done is that every mission has a set of objectives or tasks. So by objectives, what I mean, the things that player has to do in the game, which will be shown to the player, and tasks are the background things which are done by the system itself. For example, we are setting up a scene. Maybe we need to spawn a few NPC characters, so that comes under a task. Maybe the player has to collect an item from some location, that is an objective. So this is the primary difference between an objective and a task. So that after clearing that out, we can see how this graph is formed, and we can see on the left we have mission tasks, mission flow, mission UI, debug, etc. So let's concentrate on the graph here. As you can see, there are 4 out pins: on mission start, on mission end, objectives, on any objective update. So when I right click on the graph, I can see there are multiple objectives as well as tasks. And we can see there is something called parallel group and task group. So these are kind of special nodes in this graph. These define how these objectives or tasks should be executed. So let's have a look. So on mission start. So when we consider this objectives pin, we need to connect all the objectives required in the mission. As you can see, they're nicely numbered here. So in execution flow, this objective group is triggered first, but as you can see, it has a parallel group name to it, but it's actually a serial group. It has just a default name. So we can see the condition is complete all, and then we have a kill person objective. So in order for the kill person objective to execute, this group must be completed first. So as you can see, we have collect cubes and stay alive for 2 minutes. So when the user or the player fulfills these objectives both, then this whole group is considered complete, and then we move to kill a person objective. And after this, there is no objective, right? So the mission is ended, and each objective has the ability to fail the mission, and you can enable it or disable it here. Failure leads to abandonment and has max time shown to player, etc, etc. So but how do we even create an objective? So I have provided the tool to create an objective. So I have created a nice folder to store all my objectives. So I right click and you can see there is a category called OpenWorldFramework. And if we check it out, in the missions, we have a mission data, objective and a task. So let's click on objective. So I'm just going to keep the default name, and then we need to select a parent class for the objective. So if you want to build a logic from scratch, you can select the objective actor here. Click select, and then we need to save it. And then if we open the new objective, we can see there are few default properties as well as we can keep our own properties. Maybe be YouTube. So I have added an extra property. Now let's check out the actor. So this actor is what spawned in the world, which will actually have the execution logic of the objective. So as you can see, I have neatly arranged it for the actor to auto initialize this objective actor. So you can see it has an event initialize, it is casted to the newly created objective config, and we have it stored also. So whenever we need it, we can get the objective config, and then we can get be YouTube, sorry, it's just YouTube. Say we can get the new objective property inside the config. So first I need to go here and I need to set it here. Objective name, we have YouTube. So I can compile, and if I go here and I add, we can see a YouTube objective is created. So I'll just plug it in, and you can see it has a third number. But if I move this node up, as you can see, it has 1, 2, 3. So by moving the nodes around, it is automatically rearranged in the arrays. So the new feature what I have implemented for UI is, it's called a mission UI data. It is a specific object for each mission. So you can create that as well. So if you go into this OpenWorldFramework and you have a mission UI data, so you can open it and you have this default information like mission name, description, status, etc, etc, and you can add information related to the objectives used in your mission differently. Maybe you have some information in the mission like kill count, etc. Maybe you are collecting score in another mission, so it has some different kind of information. So according to your mission, you can define the type of variables you want in that. So I forgot, I didn't show the task actually. So let's go here, tasks. So I'll just show you an existing one because it is redundant. If you click mission, tasks, etc, etc, same thing as objective. So I'll show you. So after I open the task file, you can see I've added an extra variable called widget. So it's a soft class reference. And now if I open, if I open the actor which is spawned for this widget, create widget task, you can see it is initialized here, and then we have execute. So this execute pin will be triggered by the mission manager system. Okay, so we need to start our logic from here. So I got the widget, I loaded it into the memory, and on completion of the load, I created the user widget, added it to the player screen, and based on the return value, I have completed the task or failed the task. So as you can see, we also have some other events implemented here, like on mission end, on mission begin, on objective start, objective complete. So as you saw earlier in this graph, on mission start, on mission end, on any objective update. For example, if this widget is pinned to any of these connections, it will not execute the execute function in the task. It will execute on mission start or on mission end or on objective start or end based on the situation. So this widget should execute on any pin. So I have just connected it all to the execute function. So that's what is about the task. And also task also has a group, like a task group. It is serial, and we can change it to parallel. So all the tasks are spawned and executed together. If we keep it in serial, the task is done one by one. So as you can see, I'll just create one more task like spawning actors, etc. So actually I have to fix the numbering here for the serial. It should also show 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Yeah. So this is how it is created. So let's see on mission start. So I have kept the widget. So this is a widget I have created. As you can see, this is just a sample text block. So let's see how this mission will work out. As you can see, the text block is created and I can run around, and on the left we can see the player health logged to the screen. So I'll just remove it and add it to the text block. So let's see. So the mission task is to collect all the cubes. Okay, let me collect. So as you can see, I have collected all the cubes, but still the mission isn't successful. So we need to figure out what is the issue behind it. So let's quickly debug the graph. So we can see we need to collect cubes, total 4 cubes, and we need to stay alive for 2 minutes. Okay, I have kept complete all. So we still didn't complete all the seconds. So maybe that's why it didn't execute. So let's change it. So instead of complete all, I'm going to keep it at complete any one. So that makes sense. Okay. I have actually added some other objectives as well. So that's why the mission wasn't successful. So I'll just keep complete any one. Now let's check it. Now if I collect the 4 cubes, I think that would be enough. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so still it isn't working. This isn't the first time it works on, on the first try. So let's debug what is happening behind it. So actually I forgot to show, you can even click on the node to open the source file. So let's navigate to the actor and check what is happening. So I'm collecting the config from collect cubes config. I'm getting the refresh interval. I have created an event. Okay. And then failure leads to abandonment is true. Okay. Let's check out the graph. Failure leads to abandonment, it's true. Objective max time. Okay, let's check the objective max time, 120 seconds, right? So we are checking and we are failing if it's not working. Okay, we are refreshing the number of cubes and we are invalidating and completing. So let's see if it is actually completed or not. Okay, I forgot to enable the debug pin here actually. So maybe that's the issue. Yeah, I don't need a print here. I'll just keep the complete. Okay, so as you can see, we started the objective group. Let me just remove that annoying messages which is printing the player health. Okay, where is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's in this one actually. So stay alive for n seconds, right? So it is checking if the player is alive. So I'm just going to disconnect this pin. Yeah, as you can see, the objective name and it's starting the objective group, etc. So now I need to collect 4 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is really embarrassing. It's not executing at all. So let's see what's happening. So let's check out the code. So this is my mission manager system. So I need to see if the complete is calling the function or not. Okay, where is this objective? Yes. Okay, complete implementation handle. Okay, so let's check the log actually. Unreal. Yes. Okay, objective. Yes. Succeeded. Okay, so this is actually not being triggered at all. So we need to check how the number of cubes are implemented here. Okay, total number of cubes. Okay, and we need to see get number of cubes. Okay, cubes collection. Okay, so let's check the player logic. Okay, add cube collected. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, okay, we have implemented that. Okay, let's add a print string here. Maybe let's see if this function is even called or not. Get number of cubes. Okay, let's see if it is even called. Yeah, it is being called. Okay, wait. Okay, let's see the number. Okay, number of cubes is 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we do have 4, but it's not being executed properly. So maybe it is in the graph. Okay, complete all, complete any in. Okay. Stay alive for 45 seconds. Okay. Okay, refresh interval. Okay. So I am not getting where this is properly happening. Okay, I think we should check it in this objective actor. Get number of cubes. Yeah, we'll actually add a print here. Right, we'll add format text cubes total cubes result. Yes, so we have a nice little print text. We'll just add it here, here and here. So let's plug in this total cubes. All right, so where is this player? Yeah, I'll remove it here. So let's see. Okay, false. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the result is true. Okay, so true. We are invalidating the timer handle. Okay, and we are completing the objective. Okay, then why isn't it working? So let's see how this is handled in the machine manager. Objective completion is called. Okay, let's see. Objective okay, it is initialized. Okay, we are printing something. Okay, so and so. Okay, the mission manager isn't initialized, so this was the main issue here. So let's see what happened in the objective. Okay, begin play. Okay, the initialize super function for initialize is not being called. So that was the issue finally. So add colon to parent function. Add it here. So I think now it should work properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, finally we are able to complete the mission. So before ending this video, I would like to show what I am doing next. So in order to properly push these UI updates to the screen, we need to have an object. I mean, that's how I am designing it. So this object will contain information about that particular mission's UI. So maybe the mission name, etc, etc. So I have installed the gameplay message router plugin that is available in the Lyra project. So I'm using it for decoupled communication. As you can see, I have a few tags here: mission abandoned, completed, failed, group progress, etc, etc. This is a refresh tag. It will just ask the data again. So quite now it's not working. I have to figure it out. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for being with me in this deep dive into my mission system. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming again next week with some more updates for the system. Right now I would like to one thing to clarify. This is not an open source project. Maybe I'll make it available on my Patreon page if I get enough subscribers and people interested to buy this thing. So if you have any tips regarding this kind of systems or anything, please feel free to comment. I would love to learn from fellow developers also. Thank you for your support. Thank you.